This tutorial is looking at loading LCU, land combat units, onto task force and sending them on their way. So let's get started. I'm going to look at the two primary modes of doing this, which is either by transport or amphibious. So up at truck, I want to first of all have a look at the LCUs. So I click on the LCU icon, and then I'm going to filter by load cost, and down here is the 4th Navy Guard. This is the one that I want to load onto my task force. It has a load cost of 1832. If I click on the unit itself, I can get actually additional statistics about that load. But for now, I'm just thinking of 1832. Back and back again. I'm now going to create a task force. So form a new task force. I'm going to click transport and done. Proceed to ship selection. I'm going to filter by troop, and what we have here is one ship that could fit those troops in. Remember our number 1832. But instead, like most players, I would probably want to spread my LCU across a number of ships, just in case this one ship gets torpedoed. So let's click on some ships. As you can see, as I click down here, the troop capacity is increased. So I can actually have a look, and okay, with 4 ships now in this task force, I have a troop capacity over that of the 4th Navy Guard. I click done, and then I'm going to hit load troops. We have a problem. So basically, the screen is smart enough to tell us that we're not in strategic mode. So this basically means the LCU has not been packed up and ready for transportation. Now I could go through the whole process of changing the mode of the LCU and waiting a turn or two, but instead what I want to do is to go back and change our mission type from transport to amphibious. So I can do this straight away. Click done, and now you can see that our mission type is amphibious. This will allow us to load troops straight away. So we're going to hit load troops, and actually remember, it was the 4th Navy Guard. It's smart enough once again to tell us whether this unit fits, and it says yes. So I can hit select unit. Now there are some other options down here that we need to think about. Turn on load troops only. This is really what I want to do, because I don't want to load additional supplies onto these ships. I also don't want to load any additional fuel. I can then hit verify load, and it tells me that the percent allocated and what is loaded on each of these ships. If I wanted to, I could add another ship to the task force, but at the moment I just want to hit set load. So as you can see, it's still in the process of loading troops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this presentation and run the turn. Okay, so we're on our second turn now, so August 7th. So let's go and have a look at how our task force is proceeding. So we can see that the loading has been completed, and we can send it on its destination. Of course, we could have done this in the previous turn as well, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I've just set it to stay there. So now I'm going to hit set destination. Once again, hit the ball, and as you can see, the destination is going that way. I probably also want to add a couple of support vessels here, so that just in case they run into any problems, unforeseen problems on the way. So I'm going to transfer some ships into the task force. Now let's use PD, maybe a BD, and we're done. You can then undock the task force if you want to, and when we do the next turn resolution, this task force will proceed onto the ball, where it will unload, and then at the end it will return to truck. And that concludes this tutorial.